answers, let me answer a couple of questions that a lot of you are asking. And the first question is, what is a HR round interview? Well, companies and organizations use HR round interviews to assess your strengths, your personality, and whether these will be suited to their organization. Now, the HR round interview also assesses the skills and qualities you have and if they are a match for the job description. So my advice is to make sure you get a copy of the job description for the role you are applying for before you attend your HR round interview, and have a look at the skills and qualities that are required. Now, the next question a lot of you are asking is the HR round just a formality? And the answer is no. This is where most interview candidates end up failing the process. They don't prepare fully enough for the HR round interview because they think it's just a formality. Well, HR has a significant influence on the recruitment decisions within the organization. So make sure you take it as seriously as you would do for a phone or technical round interview. So let's now take a look at a number of common HR round job interview questions. I'll give you some tips for answering them, and I will also give you top scoring, unique answers you can't find anywhere else. So the first HR round interview question is, tell me about yourself. And this question is assessing the skills and qualities you have that are a match for the job description. So make sure you talk about them in your answer. And again, I need to reiterate this because it is important. Read the job description prior to attending your HR round interview. So here's my example answer to help you. Tell me about yourself. Here we go. My name is Richard, and I would describe myself as an industrious, competent, and positive person who wants to have a long and successful career in this industry. Over the years, I have gained considerable experience in a variety of different situations that will be of benefit in this role. I have worked alongside other people on complex and time-sensitive projects. I have helped my employer increase sales and revenue by producing new ways to attract more customers, and I've solved challenging problems within strict deadlines. I already have the skills and qualities to match the job description, and if you hire me, I will always act as a positive role model for the company. That's a brilliant, concise, and positive answer to that first HR round interview question. Tell me about yourself. And all you would need to do there is change the name where I have highlighted it in yellow. So let's now take a look at the next HR round interview question that I recommend you prepare for, and that is, why did you decide to apply for this role? Now, your motivations for applying for the position will be assessed during your HR round interview. My advice is to make sure you talk about what has attracted you to the role, and don't forget to mention any research you have carried out into their company. Here's a great example answer to help you. Why did you decide to apply for this role? Here we go. I applied for this position for 3 reasons. The first reason is this is a role that I am very passionate about. I am confident and competent in this type of work, and I get lots of job satisfaction from it. The second reason I applied for this role is because it is with your company. Now, my research tells me you are a company of high standards, a company that is well respected in the industry, and a company that has exciting plans for the future. Finally, the third reason I applied for this role is because your company workplace culture and your values are ones that I can relate to. Now, we spend a lot of time at work, and I want that time to be put to good use in a working environment that is positive, supportive, and creative. That's another outstanding answer to that common HR round interview question. Why did you decide to apply for this role? Now, is to match your strengths with the job description. There's those words again, job description, really important. Here's my example answer. What are your strengths? My strengths are all aligned with the job description. I'm a strong communicator who fully appreciates the importance of accurate and concise communication with work colleagues. I also understand the importance of professional communication. More often than not, I will be the first point of contact with clients and customers, and I must always create a positive first impression. Other strengths include my speed of working, the fact that I need little supervision and monitoring, and the fact that I see change as an important element of success in any organisation. You can always rely on me to embrace change with a positive mindset, and I will encourage others in my team to do the same. That's a really positive answer that is matching your strengths with the job description. Here's the next question that I believe will come up during your HR round job interview. What's your biggest weakness? Now, the truth is, whilst we'd like to think we don't have any weaknesses, we all do. We all have weaknesses. Now, this HR round interview question is assessing your levels of self-awareness. My advice is to give a weakness that is not a match for the role and that won't do you any harm during the selection process. Here's my example answer to help you. What's your biggest weakness? My biggest weakness is public speaking. I don't yet have any experience of speaking in front of large groups of people. However, this is an area I am eager to develop in. So if there are any opportunities in this role for me to give presentations to lots of people, then I would like to take on that challenge. So that shows that you know what your weakness is, but you are keen to improve on it, and you are saying that you will take on that challenge in the role. It's a clever way to answer that common HR round interview question, what's your biggest weakness? Here is the next HR round interview question. What's your ideal work environment? Now, the best way to answer this common HR round job interview question is to match your ideal work environment with the culture of the company you are applying to work for. Here's a great example answer. By the way, don't forget, if you are enjoying this, please hit the like button. Thank you very much. What's your ideal work environment? My ideal work environment is busy, productive, positive, and where everyone in the team is striving to achieve lots of positive things. I believe I am at my best when I am surrounded by like-minded people who are all working towards the same goal. Having researched your company in detail, your workplace culture is positive and your values are closely aligned to my own. Another great answer that helps you be the standout candidate during your HR round job interview. Here's the next question. Why do you want to work for this company? Now, this question is guaranteed to come up during your HR round job interview. It is assessing how much research you have carried out into their organisation. Make sure you look at their website, have a look at their About Us page, their social media pages, follow them on social media, and make sure you familiarise yourself with their products and services before the interview. Here's a great example answer. Why do you want to work for this company? The things that are most important to me are high standards, ambitious plans, and a positive working environment. I want to work for this company because my research pointed to the fact that I will get all of these things here. The products and services you offer have positive online reviews. This tells me you do things to a high standard. Your website told me you have exciting plans and that you strive to be the market leader. That excites me because there will always be interesting and challenging tasks and projects to work on whilst working for your company in this role. That's another great answer, a clever answer. Here's the next difficult HR round interview question. Why do you want to leave your current job? Now, do not be negative about your previous co-workers or your boss when answering this difficult HR round interview question. I believe if you are negative about them and you talk about any negative experiences, I don't think you'll get hired. Instead, be positive about your previous employer and give a genuine reason why you want to leave that is based on your desire to continually improve and develop professionally. Here's another cracking answer to help you. Why do you want to leave your current job? I want to leave my current job because I feel I have reached my full potential there, and I'm now seeking a new challenge with an exciting and ambitious company such as yours. I've achieved many positive things in my current job, and my employer has been fantastic to work for. However, I am now ready to work for a new company where my skills, my knowledge, and my expertise will be put to good use. That's a smart answer. If you said that to me during an interview, I would think you are someone that I would seriously consider hiring because you're positive about your previous employer. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Now, a simple way to answer this HR round interview question is to say you still want to work for their company in 5 years' time and that you will have developed into a highly productive and trustworthy member of their team. Here's another great, top-scoring, unique answer to help you. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Here we go. I would like to still be working for your company either in this role if I am successful or having gained advancement to a more senior level. Now, during the next 5 years, I would have hoped to have undertaken numerous internal training development courses to help me progress in my role And I certainly would want to be seen as a trusted, reliable, and high-performing member of the team that other people can rely on. I would also hope to be in a position where the company could turn to me for help to train up newer members of staff as and when they joined the organisation. That's a great answer. I love that one. Here's the next question that comes up often during HR round interview questions, and it's based on conflict resolution. How do you handle conflict with co-workers? Now, when answering this difficult HR round conflict interview question, talk about how you take responsibility for resolving the conflict as opposed to asking your manager to do it for you. So here's another great example response. How do you handle conflict with co-workers? I handle conflict by always taking positive steps to try and rectify it quickly and amicably. Any form of conflict can hinder a team from moving forward and reaching its full potential, so I always take action to stop it quickly. Some people would ask their manager to take care of the conflict, but I believe all team members should take responsibility for it as mature and professional adults. I would check my own actions to make sure I wasn't contributing to the conflict before speaking to the other person in private to find an amicable compromise we were both comfortable with that benefited the team. Now that shows you to be a smart and professional employee who can be relied upon to deal with conflict in the team. Here's the next common HR round job interview question. What motivates you? Now don't say you are motivated by money. Instead, align your motivations with work and how your performance at work is directly linked to your external goals and objectives in life. So here's my example response. What motivates you? Some people are motivated by money, fame, or fortune, but I am motivated by entirely different things. I am motivated by constantly having goals I want to achieve, by being satisfied in my work, and by being in a position where I can support my family. Now, one of my goals is that I'm saving up to buy my first house. And I know the only way I will achieve that goal is if I work hard for my employer, I achieve my work targets, and I continually improve and grow from a personal and professional perspective. The next HR round interview question that I want to work through with you is a really difficult one. What are your salary expectations? Now, understandably, lots of people worry about this question because they don't want to give a figure that's too high, and conversely, they don't want to say they will work for a figure that's too less. They want to feel satisfied in their work and think that they're getting the right salary. Now, this is one of the hardest HR round interview questions to answer, but it is important that you conduct some research into the average salary range for your chosen profession and then pitch your number, your requested salary, in a way that the interviewer will find appealing. Now, you can research the salary range for your chosen profession on the website payscale.com. Make sure you do that before your interview. Let me now give you a great example answer to help you. What are your salary expectations? My salary expectations are $55,000. Now, before the interview, I carried out some research into the average salary within this role and this industry. Now, the average salary range came out between $50,000 and $58,000. Now, whilst I genuinely believe I am worth the higher salary range, I appreciate you don't know me and I need to prove to you my worth. So on that basis, I would be comfortable with a salary of $55,000, and I believe you will see a positive return on your investment at that amount. That's a smart way to answer the difficult interview question. What are your salary expectations?